Hello, my name is Brian Pierce, and I'm here to tell you about the Dental Business Academy. And yep, you guessed it, I'm not there because I'm on my way to California to hang out with my family at the beach. And yes, we are driving in the car. So real quick, here's what we're going to be talking about today. In order to own and operate your own dental practice, it requires a completely different skill set from what it takes to drill and fill teeth. And so developing your business acumen is the most vital component in enabling you to be a successful business owner. Something you should know is that the average dental practice in America has an overhead cost of around 70%. So let's put this into context. Let's say you own a dental practice, you're grossing $500K each year. With the overhead of 70%, you're only taking home around $150K. So how does that line up against working in a corporate office? Here's a typical corporate office webpage, and let's focus in on a few items. First, they're saying if you come work for them, you don't have to deal with the headaches of owning a business like payroll, insurance, and you're going to have more time for your personal life. They're also promising you that you're going to have more income and more resources to provide the quality care that you want to provide. Additionally, I've seen my colleagues receive offers from these corporate offices for around $120 to $150K in starting salaries. It sounds really great on the surface, but let's take a step back and reevaluate this scenario through a theory developed by a man named Herzberg. So this theory describes two sets of factors that contribute to well-being and fulfillment in the workplace. The first set of factors are called demotivators or hygiene factors. These include things like policies, quality of leadership, pay, relationships, work conditions, status, and security. Think about it. You've met individuals who are in a high-paying job and yet they're not happy. And that's because their job doesn't have the motivators in them. The motivators include things like advancement, the work itself, responsibility, achievement, growth, recognition, autonomy, self-mastery. When these items are found in the job, the individual finds more fulfillment, more satisfaction, a sense of purpose, and their job stops being a job. It becomes more of a life mission. So let's go back to our example of the corporate office. When they say they're taking away the responsibilities of owning a business, to me they're really saying they're taking away the many motivators that will bring me further fulfillment and job satisfaction. And that's why it's so important as dentists to recognize that if we go and work for a corporate office, not only are we losing out on the opportunity to create our own vision, create our own dental philosophy, and work according to those visions and philosophies, we're also losing out on more pay. Although this advertisement says that you'll have more pay, I'd like you to consider this quote. An employee by definition is never paid what that person is worth. A business owner who expects to make a profit cannot pay an employee exactly the amount of money the employee brings into the business, or there is no profit left for the business owner. So the only way corporate offices can offer you more income is by having you see more patients. They increase the volume, which means it becomes more of a work mill. And so you've heard this before, but the most opportunities and the greatest job satisfaction lie in owning and operating your own dental office. Now, looking back at our example of the corporate office, it should begin to look more and more like a gilded cage than anything else. So let's take a look at the owner dentist and how that office is making $500K at 70% overhead to give us a take-home of $150,000 each year. If we change our revenues and increase them by 10%, and we also decrease our cost by 10%, we're taking home now $220K. That's $70,000 more than we were making previously. The key takeaway: if we as dentists understand how to properly run and operate our dental practices, we'll be able to not only make enough money to make it worth our while, we'll also have the opportunity to enjoy those motivators like creating our own vision, autonomy, self-mastery that make the job meaningful and worthwhile. So if you want to be a part of the Dental Business Academy, there are really only two ongoing events that we have. First, we have Dental Dialogue and second, Book Club. Dental Dialogue is where each student has an opportunity to create a presentation of their choice and present it to a group. It's much like mastermind groups or study clubs that you've heard about from other doctors. And we believe that these type of groups are what help dentists get to the next level. So we want to create one here in our club. We also have Book Club, which is where we will study one book per quarter, and it'll focus on business and dentistry. What do you need to do? First, give us $10. That's just for snacks for when you show up to the events. Second, we just want you to participate and get engaged. Thank you for listening to this presentation.